Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to solve this problem. Let's read the problem first. Number 2, two horizontal forces act on a 2 kilogram chopping block that can slide over a frictionless kitchen counter which lies in an XY plane. One force is F1 is equal to 3I plus 4J. Okay, maybe let's write that down. So we will have the mass of the block that will be 2 kilogram. Okay. And there are two forces that act on the block. So we are given that F1 here in unit vector notation is 3I plus 4J. Here, and the unit is Newton. And we are asked about the acceleration. Okay, remember the Newton's second law. Okay, so let's write that down. We will have the Newton's second law, which says that the sum of the force is equal to mass times acceleration. Or we can write that sigma F here is equal to mass times acceleration. Okay, but we are asked about acceleration, so we can divide both sides by the mass. So let's write that. So I have the acceleration is equal to the net force here divided by the mass. Good. Now we have two forces, right? Two horizontal forces. Okay. And we are given F1 is this value here. And we are given F2 is the other value. So the force is only two forces act on the chopping block. So I will have in the numerator here, I will have F1 plus F2 divided by M. So that is our acceleration. So the acceleration is F1 plus F2 divided by M. Good. Now let's go to question A. We are given that F2 there, F2 here is equal to minus 3I and then plus minus 3I and then plus minus 4J. Or I can rewrite that as this, minus 3I minus 4J. Good. Now let's get the acceleration here. We will have A is equal to F1 and then plus F2 divided by the mass, right? Good. Now what is F1? We will have that one. So we'll have 3I and then plus 4J. And then plus F2. F2 is minus 3I and then minus 4J. And divide that by the mass of the block. What is the mass? 2 kilogram. Okay, let's see here. We will have 3 and minus 3 will cancel each other. So that's become 0. And then this 4 and minus 4 becomes 0. They also cancel each other. So we will have this as 0 over 2. So here the answer for the equation A is 0 over 2, which is 0 meter per square seconds. And that is the answer for question A. Good. Now let's highlight that and let's move on to question B. We can just play the same game, but our slide is full. Maybe let's clean this up. So now for question B, we are given that the F2 is equal to minus 3 plus 4. So I will have minus 3 on the I direction and then plus 4 on the J direction. And let's calculate that. So we will have the acceleration here. Remember this one, I will have the first force F1 and then plus the second force F2 divided by the mass. Let's plug the numbers here. F1 is this one, so I have 3I plus 4J And then we'll have minus 3i. Okay, and then plus 4j. Divide all of that by the mass of the block, which is 2 kilograms. So I have 2. And let's see what can we have here. 3 minus 3 is 0 here. So we'll have 0. But we will have 4 plus 4. That will be 8j. And divide that by 2. And we will have our final acceleration here. That will be 4j. Right? So 4 in the j direction or in the vertical direction. And I will have the unit is meter over squared seconds. Good. And that is the answer for question B. Now let's move on to question C. But before that, our slide is full. Let's erase this. Okay, now let's do question C. We can do the same game again. So we'll have this time our F2 here is 3i and then minus 4j. Good, we can just plug in into this. So our acceleration here is F1 plus F2 divided by the mass of the block. And we will have the F1 here, we will have 3i plus 4j. Okay, but we have F2 here, so we'll have 3i and then minus 4j. But then it is divided by 2 kilograms, the mass of the block. And this 4 and minus 4 will cancel into 0. And we only have 3i plus 3i left. So on the numerator, we will have 6i divided by 2. And so, finally, we will have A here. That will be 3i. And the unit here is meter over squared second. So this is our answer for question C. So in conclusion here, for question A, we will have 0 meter over squared second here. And then for question B, we will have 4j meter over squared seconds. And then for question C, we will have 3i meter over squared seconds. And I think that's all for this problem. Thank you for watching. Let me know if I made any mistakes during my calculation in the comments. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.